It's Week 17 of the NFL.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. This taken in at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he finally goes out of bounds. So he couldn't take it a distance, but all the way inside the 15.
There's no doubt in my mind we're in for a terrific game. A dream scenario to start it off for one side of the ball, a nightmare for the other to get this game started.
Now here are the Seahawks in great shape to start their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie cornerback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's third down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad?
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. Now it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks had a woeful 3-12 on the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On play action, they'll throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, Ross. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Arizona.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ross working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And the Cardinal first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Calhoun, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Operating from the gun, Ross. Steps away to his left. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And Zappi to throw.
Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Complete to Tyler Boyd. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 4-yard.
Zappi.
Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Cardinals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up at a touchdown for Arizona. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct? But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone's talking about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
67 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Up the middle they go. Calhoun. And he'll be taken down at the 18. That'll get a little bit back. Give him 5 on the run. And they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Jackson Smith-Njigba and his offense ready to go once more here.
He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, does that make you miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again? So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker
from 19 yards away.
And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He's got daylight. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cards are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll look to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The quick slant caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Again, he'll drop to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Ross on 3rd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here.
Making his presence felt early in this one. 1st half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. To throw is Ross. Throwing to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Ross. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Cardinals.
Back to throw. Ross. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw again. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Ross now throwing on first down.
Slant pass to Boyd.
And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Ross on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ross. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Ross from the gun, he'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that start.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And some space here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Holding offense.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Day. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Calhoun, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
He's definitely tough to get down. There, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Ross to throw on 3rd down.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
A gear for Walker running right.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
2nd and 5. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Walker.
Holding. Offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing them.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. Looking to throw. Ross got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Runs through the contact. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
73 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding Walker, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are right back in this football game.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. Ross. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Day. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up from the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Ross.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. Ross. That'll give him 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to go out extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
To throw is Ross. On 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyler Boyd, 38 yards.
And the Cardinals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. And the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he is brought down, but now before reaching the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. Taking it right down Broadway.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 7, a minute 40 remaining. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50, but that one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now, has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Here's 1st down. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory?